Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Doreen here on Monday, June 5th. An unsettled weather pattern continues in the eastern part of the nation. We have the threat for showers and embedded thunderstorms over the next few days here in the I-95 corridor region from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City. It'll turn cooler and cooler by the middle part of the work week. We'll be way below normal by Wednesday and Thursday. In fact, Tuesday should be cooler than normal in Philadelphia and New York City. It looks like that cooler than normal weather will hold off until Wednesday in the D.C. metro region, but again, unsettled and gradually turning cooler and cooler here in the I-95 corridor. I thought we would start off with the 7-day forecast map from NOAA in terms of precipitation amounts. And a couple things I want to point out. First of all, we've talked extensively here about the very fortunate and benign drought conditions right now across the continental U.S. Very, very small percentage of the U.S. is experiencing severe drought. Of course, California drought was alleviated over the wintertime going into the springtime. In the past several weeks, really the main area of limited area of severe drought condition was across southern Georgia and Florida. Look what happens here over the next 7 days according to the NOAA forecast, and I am in agreement with this that there will be significant rainfall in the previously drought-stricken areas of southern Georgia and Florida, on the order of 6 or 7 inches possibly over the next 7 days in much of Florida. And again, drought conditions there certainly will be alleviated over the next week or so. Well, let's take a look at the surface map, and there is a frontal system that's draped basically from west to east across the northern plains, the upper part of the Midwest, into the mid-Atlantic region. This frontal system will gradually drive to the south and east, and much cooler than normal air anchored by high pressure up here in southern Canada will push into the I-95 corridor, first into New York City and Philadelphia on Tuesday. Probably that cooler than normal air mass will hold off until Wednesday as far as the D.C. metro region is concerned, but by Wednesday we'll all be much cooler than normal here in the I-95 corridor. In fact, high temperatures on Wednesday could hold in the low 60s in some parts of the mid-Atlantic region here in the I-95 corridor. Normal highs right now way up in the 70s, perhaps near 80 degrees in parts of the D.C., Philadelphia, New York City corridor. Again, unsettled with showers that threaten all the way into Wednesday and Thursday this week, maybe some embedded thunderstorms as well, and turning cooler and cooler so that by Wednesday and Thursday we are all in for much below normal weather here in the I-95 corridor. Well, let's take a look at the 500 millibar height anomaly forecast maps from the 6Z GFS model run. Blues on these particular maps represent areas of below normal heights. Of course, here in the northeast U.S., we've had many, many days over the past several weeks with vigorous upper level lows sitting on top of the northeastern U.S., contributing to unsettled conditions, cooler than normal conditions. May turned out to be cooler than normal in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City, and we start the new work week with, yet again, below normal heights. But watch what happens over the next 24 hours or so. We're moving ahead here in 6-hour increments. Again, all of these maps from tropicaltidbits.com. Intensification of an upper level low here by late tonight, early tomorrow. And here we are Tuesday morning, strong upper level low sitting right on top of the mid-Atlantic region. Again, bringing cooler than normal air, first into New York City, then into Philadelphia on Tuesday, and finally into the D.C. metro region by Wednesday. And it just sits there and spins, much as has been the case over the past several weeks. Here we are now by Thursday morning, still vigorous upper level low over the eastern U.S., and that continues here well into the week. And here we are by Friday morning, still way below normal heights throughout the northeast U.S. However, notice out here in the western U.S., the interior western U.S., a lot of oranges showing up. High pressure ridging starting to set up here across the western U.S. by the end of the work week. And as we get towards the weekend, the below normal height starts to finally weaken here in the northeastern U.S. Here we are on Saturday morning. And by the time Sunday rolls around, here we are Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, lots of orange showing up here over the Great Lakes and into the Mid-Atlantic region. Again, it looks like a big warm-up coming this weekend following much cooler than normal conditions in the I-95 corridor from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I expect by the latter part of the upcoming weekend we'll have a flirtation with the 90-degree mark for highs in parts of the I-95 corridor. Well, let's now walk through the surface forecast maps. Again, unsettled right into the Wednesday and Thursday time frame of this week. We'll walk through in 6-hour increments. Here we are this afternoon. Lots of showers in the Mid-Atlantic region. And as that upper level low just intensifies and moves right on top of the region by tomorrow, there'll be more showers and embedded thunderstorms in the northeast U.S. And again, starting to turn cooler and cooler. And here we go by Wednesday morning. Still some showers around. Canadian high pressure dropping southward over the Great Lakes region. All of the I-95 corridor region from D.C. to Philly to New York City will be below normal on Wednesday. And again, the threat for showers will continue on Wednesday. And here we are now by Thursday morning. There will be a strong low pressure area moving off the Mid-Atlantic coastline. We'll keep an eye on it. It looks like most of its activity will stay to the east of the I-95 corridor. Here we are on Thursday morning, still below normal and still some showers in the Mid-Atlantic region. But then by the time the end of the work week rolls on, we'll be drying out and starting to get warmer over the upcoming weekend. Here we are by Saturday morning. I expect by Saturday we'll start to rebound in temperatures, and perhaps 80 degrees will be hit. Some scattered showers along the I-95 corridor during the early part of the upcoming weekend. But then by the time Sunday morning rolls around here, we'll start to really warm up. High pressure will be situated right on top of the region. Probably a mostly sunny day. And again, it looks like high temperatures could go all the way back towards the 90-degree mark, certainly in the D.C. metro region by this time Sunday afternoon rolls around. A big change coming over the upcoming weekend, but all that follows much cooler than normal conditions Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And with that vigorous low sitting right on top of the region over the next several days, the threat for showers will continue right into Wednesday and Thursday this week, and there certainly can be some embedded thunderstorms over the next several days. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.